Hi guys, this is Colin here, the old school gamer, bringing you another clip from Warships. This time I am playing the premium tier 5 destroyer, the Kamikaze R, which is pretty much a carbon copy of the Minikaze at tier 5, but I think it's a small difference. I feel like the Kamikaze is just a little tad better and stronger than the Minikaze. And as you may have heard by now, I still rocking a really bad man cold. So if I sound a bit dodgy, I really beg your pardon. I'm trying to cope with this cold as much as I can. Now the teams are pretty equal. We have a small DD advantage and a BB advantage, and the enemy team have a cruiser advantage. And in these tiers we play today, like tier 3 to 5, you must really say that we have the biggest advantage, because cruiser advantage in these tiers aren't really that helpful, because they can be really fast deleted by DDs and BBs. So first off, I'm just sailing straight towards the enemy, try and spot as many enemies as I can for my battleships, and well, really try and gauge the way the enemy team deployment is gonna be on this match. I see this Yubari closing in on my concealment max range. There I go, hard detected. I don't have the tier 5 captain skill concealment for this destroyer at this time. So I think my concealment is 6 kilometers and my torps go out to 7 kilometers, so I have 1 kilometer of stealth firing corridor. So that Yubari took evasive maneuvers. Don't really know if he spotted my torpedoes really early or if he just maybe dodged some BB incoming fire. But I see this ARP Congo, so that's my next target. Trying to figure out how he's gonna be moving. I'm figuring that maybe he will stay on course, or maybe he will try and slow down and angle. So I try to take that into consideration when I launch my torps, and it looks like it's gonna be a successful run. Yep, pretty much deleted this Congo. Yeah, 4 hits, 4 floodings, and my first kill and my first devastating strike. So that's a good start to any match. Now I'm trying closing in on the next ships in line. I still have that Yubari, which isn't really that big of a threat to a DD. I think it's a pretty weak ship. So I'm trying to close in on this Yogi, which is into my torp range now. So I lead the target. He's starting to maneuver a little bit. And I try to stay undetected, but there I go, detected. So I think, what the heck? Try and set a fire, and I get the fire on the first. Let's see if he tries and repair it. No, but it's very successful torpedo strike on this one as well. So there's 4 hits, 3 floodings, another kill and another devastating strike. So it starts up pretty good. So now we don't have so many enemies left in the north. Sorry for my voice and my cold. But we still have this Yubari, and he's the closest ship, and I have a torpedo solution on him. So I go ahead and fire, and I think he's gonna try and go for that gap in the middle of the map. So I think he's gonna stay on that course, hopefully. We have a Königsberg and a Furutaka in the middle of the map. Let's see, they look good. They look really good. Yeah, it's gonna be kill number 3. 1, 2, yeah, just took 2 torps, 2 floodings, 3rd kill, and 3rd devastating strike, so it's a hat trick, as I mentioned in the chat. So, good start for this match. I really help and support the ship. Now I'm thinking about who my next target is. Maybe this Königsberg. I don't really have a good angle in that gap between the islands. I don't really... Now, I didn't notice at the time I was playing that Königsberg got deleted by BB, so I fired my torps as well as I could, and I just thought I just fire blindly to break my stealth, and this was kind of a tactic for me because my torpedo solution wouldn't be able to catch up to that Königsberg if he was still alive and was still heading that heading he had. So I pretty much fired my torps behind him because that was the only solution I got. And then I broke my stealth intentionally by firing just in the middle of the ocean in a big hope that he would maybe then slow down and maybe maneuver a bit to be able to fire at me, because cruisers always want to fire at the DDs that pops out of detection, or pops into detection. So that was my thinking at this time, if you didn't understand why I was firing those torps or firing those guns. It was just a way to try and duke him into eating my torp salvos. But as I said, he already been deleted before, and I didn't see this because I was more engaged in trying to fire my torps. And now I see that we have 2 enemy carriers in the north, or sorry, the west of the map, and those are the closest one. They see my ship because they fly all their squadrons right over my ship, so I of course engage them with my AA because I'm already detected, so it doesn't matter if I shoot at them. So I really don't understand why this CV here, the Hushu, is driving straight out from his hiding place just to meet me and greet me. I thank him for it. It makes my job so much easier, but I don't really understand his tactic. He could just have sailed south to his side of the map and he would probably survived, but instead he sailed right into a detected DD. So, well, go figure. I start to engage him with my guns first, trying to get a fire is usually a good tactic to get them on fire. They can't launch any more squadrons. Maybe they even use their repair, and then you can torp them. So they got some squadrons up, so I need to start dodging torpedoes and bombers. So I fire 2 torpedo because I think that will be... I really think that I would need the third one to kill them first. Now I'm going for the second carrier, and I really don't have any good torpedo angle on him. So I need to follow him into this strait to be able to get off my torpedo salvo. And I am really focused by all their squadrons. And just the second before I get my torpedo salvo clearing that island, the friendly battleship behind me takes out the cruiser. So now I'm thinking, oh thanks, that was my Kraken going away. So that felt kind of bad, because I had so great start at the match, but then this St. Louis, who is on a sliver of health, pops up in front of me, and you can argue this is a kill steal, or you can argue this is a kill secure. I really don't care so much for this kill stealing argument. I mean, I have many kills stealed from me in many matches, but I really believe that this is a team game after all. I mean, this guy, someone had put him down to pretty much 2% of his health, and I get the kill. I get my Kraken, which is really nice. I also get Legend of the Seas, a medal I think I don't have gotten before. So really nice. I'm not really sure what I get Legend of Seas for, so I need to check that out afterwards. Now I think it's a team game, and it doesn't really matter who gets which kill, as long as everybody is working together and everybody is trying to kill enemies that are low on health as soon as possible, because that will always impact the game. And you always get the XP that you get. So now their last enemy DD, a Kamikaze R, pops up. He has full health and has a small advantage toward me. So I'm trying to scare him off and engage him as much as I can. His engine is taken out, and my torpedo first look like they may be able to kill him. He's dodging and weaving right into torpedo path, and here I think I get the kill, but he somehow managed to just dodge that torpedo. That must be a really close call. I don't really have any troubles to dodge his torpedo sets. I don't really know why he fired widespread at this range. I wouldn't do that. I think narrow spread is the way to go, pretty much in any situation. Now my tactic isn't really to cap this zone. It's just pretty much where I am right now on the map. Why I cap. My first objective is really to start engaging the last ships and try and kill them.
Torpedoes, direct front.
So I continue to fire at this Kamikaze. He is the biggest threat to me right now, and also to the friendly battleship behind me. So I try and keep him spotted, and I try to keep him occupied with fighting me, so he can't get any torpedo solutions on my friendly battleship behind me. I earn high caliber. That's the 7th medal, which is really nice. I almost kill off this TD, but now I have a bigger threat. The Congo has came really close to me, so I fire first set, wait a little bit, maneuver, and then I fire the second and the third set. I get 2 strikes and Confederate with the first salvo, and the second salvo kills him off. This is also a kind of tactic I often use when I'm in close encounters with the enemy battleship, that I will fire first set, and hopefully he will panic and repair on the first hits I get on him, and then I can get in more flooding, so hopefully I can kill him off, even if all the torpedo damage doesn't kill him directly. And also he can maneuver quite a bit, so it could be good to wait with the second and third salvos. Now I do a little bit of bragging in chat. This was a really fun game, of course, to play, and sometimes it's hard to hide your happiness. I get a message from the other team here, and it's actually this message that gave me the first idea to try and find a way to put up gameplay on YouTube. I never really thought about it before. So thanks to Mighty Ducklord in the St. Louis for the good idea. Now I try and detect that enemy Kamikaze, because I still want to keep my both teammates in the battleships alive, and of course I'm on my 6th kill, and I would really like to make it number 7, but I have no idea where he is. He can be anywhere. I'm really hoping that my man cold will be done soon, so I can talk normally. I guess it's not the best way to do commentary when you feel like I do right now. So the enemy Kamikaze pops up. He's in that strait right beside our carrier, and of course I should have known. He tries to go for one last kill, and our carrier was the best one for him. And of course he probably thought that he could go and try and cap, even though the odds were pretty much against him. So he takes out our carrier, and I'm trying desperately to get him into gun range, because he's on 1200 HP, so he should be a pretty easy kill. I don't really have the range yet. He's right outside. I'm just taking some cheeky shots at him. I almost hit him. I think I misplaced my my middle finger here, because I somehow switched to AP, which wasn't intentional at all. So I switched back to HE. And I'm really trying to get those shots landing on him. I just miss by some centimeters, it feels like.
Torpedoes, direct front.
The time is ticking out. We have this game
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
any way you want to see it.
Torpedoes, direct front.
It goes dark again. I'm trying to detect him. I'm trying to bait him to fight me. But he's playing it smart, really smart. I just shoot off some torps. Hopefully, maybe he will sail into them. Yeah, and the game ends.